Syringe puncture. Baby and Sasha survive or vice versa. Depends on Michael. General Hospital spoilers. Port Charles is about to face one of its most heart-wrenching chapters as tragedy, medical mystery, and impossible choices converge in a race against time. Sasha Gilmore's world shatters when a mysterious syringe puncture leaves her newborn son fighting for his life, and the only person with the power to tip the balance between life and death might just be Michael Corinthos. But will he rise to the occasion, or will his hesitation doom one innocent life to save another? In a storyline that combines medical urgency, deep emotional stakes, and layers of betrayal and redemption, General Hospital pulls out all the stops to deliver a week that fans will never forget. It all started as a rare moment of joy for Sasha Gilmore. After months of torment, loss, and struggle, Sasha was finally holding her miracle in her arms, her newborn son, the child she had long believed she'd never have. Born prematurely after a stress-induced labor, Sasha's baby had proven resilient, clinging to life despite all odds. But just as Sasha was preparing to bring him home, tragedy struck. In what appears to be a calculated act of sabotage, a nurse discovered Sasha unconscious in her hospital room, her arm punctured by a used syringe. The baby, who had been under watch in the NICU, soon showed signs of distress. Within hours, the infant was in full respiratory collapse. Was the puncture accidental, or was Sasha the target of a malicious attack? The mystery deepened when security footage from General Hospital went missing, and the attending nurse on duty disappeared without a trace. A horrifying question arose. Was this attempted murder, or something worse? What no one knows, not even Sasha, is that Michael Corinthos has been hiding a vital piece of information that could change everything. Months earlier, Michael had discovered that Sasha's baby might not be the child of an anonymous sperm donor, as she had claimed. In a stunning twist, he had secretly ordered a paternity test after recognizing strange similarities between his own son, Wiley, and Sasha's newborn. The results? Michael is the father. But Michael never revealed this, choosing instead to let Sasha maintain her independence. His silence, however, now has unimaginable consequences. Doctors are scrambling to identify what was in the syringe that punctured Sasha. The baby's symptoms suggest exposure to a rare biochemical agent, one that only a blood relative might be able to counteract. Michael holds the key. If he comes forward now, revealing that he's the child's biological father, he might save the baby's life. But there's a catch. The only viable treatment would involve a highly dangerous stem cell extraction from Michael, one that could permanently damage his ability to father children in the future. And it gets worse. A second complication arises. Sasha herself is showing symptoms of toxin exposure. She too may be dying. The antidote developed can only be synthesized for one patient in time, either the baby or Sasha. The news spreads through Port Charles like wildfire. Who targeted Sasha?
Why?
And why did Michael keep such a game-changing secret? While some believe Michael was trying to protect Sasha, others, especially Carly, question his judgment. Carly confronts Michael in a brutally honest scene at the Quartermain mansion, demanding answers. You've always been noble, Michael. But this time, your silence may have killed someone. I need to know if you're willing to live with that. Meanwhile, Willow is caught in emotional turmoil. Having only recently survived her own medical crisis with Michael at her side, she feels betrayed. Willow questions if Michael's loyalty to Sasha ever truly ended, and whether his actions were about guilt or a lingering love. You risked everything, for what? To protect her? Or because part of you still loves her? Elsewhere, Nina Reeves, recently reconciled with Sasha, is devastated and furious. The trauma of losing Nellie and nearly losing Willow has left her emotionally raw, and seeing Sasha, the closest thing she is to a daughter, hanging between life and death brings her back to the brink. In a volatile scene with Sonny Corinthos, Nina demands action. I lost one daughter to silence and secrets. I won't lose Sasha the same way. If Michael doesn't come forward, I will destroy him. As Port Charles reels from the shock, Curtis Ashford jumps into action. Now partially recovered and armed with new allies in the security world, Curtis takes over the case of Sasha's sabotage. What he uncovers is even more horrifying than anyone expected. The syringe wasn't random. It was part of a targeted plan connected to the drug cartel Sasha once helped take down. Her appearance in a national interview weeks earlier had triggered a revenge plot. But Sasha wasn't the true target, the baby was. A cartel operative had been posing as a temp nurse for weeks, slipping in and out unnoticed. And they had help. Surveillance records point to Gladys Corbin, Sasha's ex-mother-in-law, as someone who had been secretly feeding information to the wrong people in exchange for gambling debt relief. While Gladys swears she didn't know a child would be hurt, her actions paved the way for the attack. With the clock ticking, Dr. Finn lays it out in a gut-wrenching scene. The lab can synthesize a cure using Michael's blood, but there's only enough for one person. Sasha is deteriorating rapidly. The baby has a slim chance, but only if treated in the next 12 hours. Michael is given the ultimate choice: save the woman he once loved or the child he never knew he had. Carly urges him to save the baby, convinced Sasha would want her son to live. But Nina, fighting tears, pleads. She's been through hell. She's only just starting to live again. Don't make her sacrifice be for nothing. In a private moment with Willow, Michael breaks down. He confesses everything: the test, the silence, the guilt. And Willow, still reeling, gives him the clarity he needs. Whatever you choose, Michael, you'll live with it forever. So choose what you can live with. As the lab works overtime, Michael makes his decision. He donates his blood, authorizes the treatment for the baby. In a tearful goodbye scene, he sits by Sasha's bedside, holding her hand, whispering words he never got to say. I should have told you. I should have been there. But our son, he needs a future. And I hope you're watching over him from wherever you are. The antidote is administered to the baby, and for hours, there's silence. Then his vitals stabilize. He breathes. He cries. He lives. And just when all hope seems lost, a miracle, doctors are stunned. The remaining antibodies in her system, combined with a slow, spontaneous detox, allowed her to survive just long enough. Though weak, she pulls through. The ordeal leaves permanent scars. Sasha is traumatized, but grateful. She forgives Michael, and even thanks him for choosing their son. I would have made the same choice. But thank you for being the father he needs, even if it took pain to get here. Willow, moved by Michael's integrity and vulnerability, chooses to forgive him too. But she also takes time for herself, unsure of what the future holds for them romantically. Nina, softened by the miracle, puts aside her rage, though her anger at Gladys remains. Carly, meanwhile, publicly defends Michael, reminding everyone that doing the right thing isn't always the easiest or the most popular. And as for Michael, he finally holds his son in his arms, whispering a name that will leave fans in tears.
Jonah.
Your name is Jonah. Just when the dust settles, General Hospital promises even more twists. Gladys goes on trial, facing explosive testimony from Sasha and Curtis. A new biochemical threat emerges at GH. Was Sasha's syringe just the beginning? Michael's custody battle looms large as Willow's trust is tested. Sasha's mother returns, a woman with a dark past and a shocking connection to Valentine Cassadine. Nina and Carly form an uneasy truce, but how long will it last? And most shocking of all, Jason Morgan returns to town, holding a file marked Baby Corinthos, Experiment 47. General Hospital fans, grab your tissues. Because in Port Charles, no heart is ever safe, and every syringe might hold the power to destroy or save a life.